Hello everyone here on SpeedGaming 6 and welcome to another race of the Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer tournament. Group E, the last match, will be starting soon here between Mountebank and sysasysa. We do have Mountebank with an 1-0 score, sysasysa 0-1, so if Monte wins, he'll advance to the brackets. If sysasysa wins, there will be a 3-way tie. My name is Randomizer. I will be commentating for you a race. So let's see what we have today. Just for the starter. We have an Executor, Magby, and a Raikou that we are probably just picking. Strong, fast, potential main to run for the entire game. Why not? And we start off with a Storm Badge. Well, second item, half of Fly already assembled, and ooh! That is interesting. Raikou starts with a Rock Smash. So not only will we be able to immediately check the 3 items to lock behind Rock Smash and Dark Cave, we can also check out the level 15 Pokemon on the Rock Smash encounters and see if we can potentially get a higher level main very fast. Otherwise, the moveset on the Raikou not too great from what I could see. I saw a rolling kick and didn't really catch the other moves that well. Okay. Now, first Goldenrod. Goldenrod. Not Goldenrod. Cherry Grove. Thank you. Yeah, buying some Pokeballs, bit of stuff for the beginning. Go on to Route 30. Not really looking for mains, I'd say. Knowing that we can get the Rock Smash Pokemon. Oh. Okay, we had Bite in there. A decent move to have. On the NSS ticket. Ooh. Some very interesting stuff we have found so far. Okay. This is encountering a Granbull and is catching it. Doesn't try to take a deep peek at it. Granbull pretty strong and comes to TM13. Does have the normal normal type, so has stab strength, is a very strong physical attacker, but slow. Would not the best Pokemon to run. There's some downsides, but overall decent option for a main. And if nothing else, we can just use it for agents. Mountebank getting paralyzed by the Mankey's body spam. A bit unfortunate. And it has murdering. Ugh. This could be potentially not that good for Mountebank here, getting stalled hard, but gets past the Mankey. Which paralyzed with Zap Cannon. Oh, which had also Zap Cannon. Luckily didn't hit on sysasysa. And yeah, the Grandboy getting through easier. Allowing Sys to catch up a bit. And let's see if Mountebank decides to go through all of Dark Cave here. This is not taking the Rock Smash encounters or Dark Cave yet. Instead hits the optional down here, which has 4 pokes and a very nice amount of XP in form of Blissey for the Rambo. And Hitmonchan as in level 15, decent. Not the best. Could be worse, though probably running it for now. Hitmonchan. Good attack, good special defense, okay speed, but no special attacks, so yeah. Will do, but it probably won't be using any special moves that we have. Because there's not really a point. And that's a Rainbow Wing. That is an interesting find, and Mountebank deciding to keep it. Being on Route 46 means has to do an extra loop here in the early game and have the Rival 1 encounter. We do not have Fly fully assembled yet. Well, that's an interesting moveset, let's say it like this. Hitmonchan with Fire Punch, is this even randomized? Solar Beam in there? Huh. Magemonchan at its best. Meanwhile, this has went over to the ruins of our escape rope chamber and finds the Pokegear. We will need that eventually. And HM07, that is Waterfall. A decent special move. 80 attack or 80 base power, I believe, for an attack, which is outperformed by Surf usually, but still a very good attack for a special attacker. So while that Granbull might be somewhat be able to use it, or yeah, not what it will be interesting though if we are getting to see maybe an early Rising Badge 2 and have the Back of Mortar maybe in Logic a bit sooner than usually. So this has went back for the Dark Cave. Will be checking Rock Smash items and the items. And the Pokemon now. Also encounters the Hitmonchan. bubble, and he got drained the other attacks on the Hitmonchan. Oh boy. Well, there was the reversal TM that Mountebank just decided to teach, and I might actually not, or I might actually seeing sysasysa saying, yeah, this Hitmonchan isn't doing much. I'll Granbull. Because that Granbull had Body Slam, and that is better than everything the Hitmonchan had. Is trying to get more rock percent counters. See the level 10 there? No, the other one, are the 10% there? Resetting and resetting here. This takes a bit of time, which if you're in elimination game and up against the Mountebank, who is a very strong runner, you probably do not want to spend too much time trying to get 10% rock mission counter. And looks like sysasysa has reached a similar conclusion. Go into check darkness for now. Meanwhile, Mountebank has taken out Faulkner, who that with an Alakazam. But no immediate progression. So Monty takes on Sprout Tower. There would have been the option to maybe leave the Sprout Tower for now. We have the Storm Badge, so we could potentially do Kenya mains or trade mains. With Storm Badge, we do not have to worry about disobedience that much, as our Pokemon obey to level 70. But yeah, you do not want to leave behind Fly. You won't get back soon. And the Hitmonchan is decent already. There's no great need to look for a different main that desperately that you get a bunch of stuff just to get to Golden Run faster. Granbull also seems to have decent coverage. I saw Crab Hammer in there. Overworld Beam and Stomp. So yeah, not the greatest moves against those, like Gengar, but has something to get through Rock, Steel. And yeah, for everything else Body Slam will do. Mountebank has reached the Elder and does find Cut on the third, on the third floor, and does teach it to Hitmonchan because Cut is a physical attack and is better than everything else. And it does seem like Mountebank isn't planning to run this Hitmonchan for too long, so keep teaching it Cut at this point actually makes sense. You want to teach Cut to a Pokemon some point anyway, And if you're not running with your Hitmonchan until the end, why not teach Cut or to have another decent or another physical attack that is not fighting types or can hit flying types, for example. Dodging this at cannon wouldn't have had paralyzed as Hitmonchan is poisoned. So not taking damage, probably 30. And yeah, Sprawl Tower had cut, but we can't use it yet, and not much else. This taken on the Elder as well. Dealing with the Lugia, so let's see how the Granbull does fare with it. Oh, we're getting flinched by Headbutt, not the best. Not getting poisoned by Slug Bomb does help, and then the Paralyze. Will it be able to take down the Lugia now without problems? Meanwhile, Mountebank on Route 32. The TM, an escape rope. And in the Pokemon Center we do have TM02 Headbutt. Oh! Yanma does hit the PKMN on Sysa's side, but does get through as Mountebank. Does find the Glacier Badge in Brilliant Cave. First item. And the Cascade Badge. So 2 badges in Union Cave. Pretty decent. Laser badge is allowing us to use Whirlpool when we are going to find them that the ability to surf. So decent badge to find would give us some options later in the game potentially. But nothing that is immediately helping progress us. Constrict, not interested for the Granbull. Not that desperately in need of physical attack moves. So is not having problems at Fog Machine. We'll now be able to move on to Azalea. And a Silver Wing in the Slowpoke well. So we might actually get to see somewhat early switch to the level 60 potentially, depending on when we get served. And we find Goku soonish. Would at least relieve Mountebank of this not too great Hitman main. I have to say though, the Hitmonchan, with that level advantage that has for not having troubles in the Slowpoke well. As this is finding the laser badge, will be getting the escape badge soon. Huh? Perk handing out an Ultra Ball, apparently not really into making special Pokeballs today. Mountebank has decided to take on Buckwheat Gym. Let's see if this is following and doing the Azalea tricks, or if maybe even ahead and trying to get an advantage. Someone who no, it does not look like it. Doctor. And we'll be getting that still open too. Okay, time for Bugsy. Starting with the Sudowoodo. You guys are doing a decent job. Let's go to get Fire Fan. And we had level advantage, still making the Fire Punch usable. Oh, barrier, a bit unfortunate, and Mountebank decides, yeah, Fire Punch it is. And that's Bugsy. And Bugsy does give out some potion, a handful of potion. One Super Potion, one Hyper Potion, so could be worse, but yeah. That's not really why you fight Bugsy. Yes, Executor. And it's trying to use counter. Good thing that Mountebank didn't try to use something like cut on it. Omastar does land Psybeam and does confuse with it, more importantly. But Hitmonchan being able to punch through that confusion takes out Omastar and done with Rifle 2. Moving on to Alex Forest. Charcoal and Alex Forest, almost vanilla. Next to the Kenya. Yes, to restore on the cut back. I mean, it's nice to have, definitely. Could be worse. But that's not progression. Saving in front of the god guy. And we have TMO5, Powder Snow. On the charcoal check, Mountebank not interested, resetting back to our explorers. Meanwhile, this has also decided to take on Bugs' gym. Oh, a bit annoying, trying to paint split. And there is HMO2. We do have fly, not even 26 minutes in. And a mineral badge straight after on the sim. PM check. So yeah, having fly does make the Kenya quest much more comfortable to do. You can just fly back to Violet, turn it in, and return immediately. We did find the rolling kick TM. That would be a decent teach to the Hitmonchan if it wouldn't have reversal already. Mountebank doing a bit of shopping. Not too much yet though. Also not buying his X items yet. We'll probably wait to see what Mountebank is switching. Attack that may cause paralysis. That could be something good. And now going back for X items. Buying a lot of X specials. Ooh, looks like on the side. Arrow Blast on the Dodo that probably took out the Grand Ball at some point. No, we do not want to learn Psywave. Yeah, so Grand Ball's trouble with being a bit slow-ish just led to some slight struggle on Sis's side. But nothing too grave yet. And will be soon getting fly. While Mountebank. The safe reset strategy for the bike shop check. Just a coin case on there, so no gambling today. Not keeping the coin case. And now being able to also check the radio card check and Buena, and if they don't have anything, can reset to the back to that same point. And, oh, the counter on the Executor does take out the Grand Ball on Sis. Unfortunate. And then stab Beam to take out the Hitmonchan. And this Executor isn't here this one. That one. That was out for blood. Oh, and now Crab Hammer. The decent water attack to have when you do not have Surf, but a bit inaccurate and missing 2 times against that Omastar. Definitely wasn't helping. This is oh. Meanwhile, things on Mountebank's side. That's one annoying criteria here. when the hero living a fire punch and retaliating with an arrow blast, taking out Mountebank's hitman. Both runners a bit unlucky just now. Just also doing the charcoal check will be seeing powders now. And also resetting at the way. Mountebank buying some new powders and finds Hive Badge, so we can use Cut. This can be interesting. Maybe grabbing the Kenya and... Nope, Mountebank seems to intending to fight Whitney for saving before the gym. So if Whitney does not have anything, Mountebank does not need to walk out slowly, can just be set out of the arena. And since Mountebank is not intending to run the Hitmonchan all the way to the end, the experience on the Hitmonchan does not really matter. This has reached Golden Rod, will now do first shopping part of the run. Open the basement beforehand, have a little bit more items, a little bit more money to use. The shopping slightly slower, this way around, since you cannot escape rope out of this small basement. But, like I said, more money to use on that shopping immediately. And wait, as an elixir and TM16. No, and looks like Mountebank does decide let's keep him. It's seeing. Okay, we have another TM that can flinch. That could bite or storm. And storm. And we have Thunder. Oh, that's a nice move. That's not as good as Thunderbolt, potentially, considering that Thunder is a bit inaccurate, even though it's stronger. So most runners prefer having Thunderbolt over Thunder, but nonetheless it's a very strong electric type attack. And we also have Fire Blast. So yeah, we have some potentially very strong special TMs around currently. Meanwhile, Mountebank taking on the bug catcher on Route 35. Although we have cut, we could do this check here without having to fight the trainer. Would mean we would have to go through the national park first. Black glasses on the lady, or from the lady on the bench. National Park, pretty empty. So, turning in the canyon, which is a 3-minute run. For the pass. Oh, that's an interesting find. Now we can't use it. Especially considering that we do have the SS ticket too. Mountebank first checking the cut-off item on Route 32, which is nothing immediately. Yes, just finding the hive badge. I am wondering now, checking the item for the Kenya return, which is a full heal, so also nothing immediately helpful as they have. And now moving on towards Kanto. It will be interesting to see how much Mountebank is trying to do here in Kanto, and if Mountebank does want to do a main switch here on Cycling Road, maybe. There's this cipher here on Route 5. Won't be run though. 714, this is simply not good enough. That is a radio card. Oh! Maybe holding off on the Cycling Road main switch now for a moment, and seeing if we are able to locate an expansion card too. Okay, moving on towards Vermilion. Okay. Just going to check the fan club president. We could fight Search, we do have cut, so we do have access, but yeah, not with this level 24 Hitmonchan. Line back to Saffron and now moving over to Celadon, so going to check out the Mart, check the TMs in there, grabbing the leftovers, because I don't think Mountebank wants to fight Erika. And yep, does look like Mountebank intends to search for a main here on Cycling Road. Let's see what we have. We have a Dunsparce. I have my doubt that it's gonna be run. Interesting too, Mountebank did buy a Sweet Sentian, but it's not using it. Yeah, Drowsy, also probably not going to run that. We could evolve it to a Hypno, but yeah, Hypno, not best either. Randomizer. That could be something to think about, considering that we do have a Thunder TM, but Mountebank does not seem interesting. Scyther, oh, would be a very good Pokemon to run, and probably Mountebank does want to at least look at it. But yeah, the Scyther is level 33, so it will try to evolve at every level, so it's probably not feasible that we're going to get the Scyther. And Scyther does not really have the most desirable stats either, so maybe not immediately going. Or maybe not really going with that Scyther or Scyther. And it didn't really have the best moveset from what I could see. There was a Razor Leaf in there, there was 3 meter. So yeah, nothing physical. And Mountebank says, that's enough for now on the cycling road. I'm going to take the boat and see if I have more luck in North Kyoto. Meanwhile, this is pretty much following the route Mountebank took. But now it's around 5 minutes difference now. So, Celebi has Thunder, which for the Hitmonchan that does no fly for Mountebank. It's not really that great. Trying to do Parastrong strat, but yeah. Does not really help getting KO. As this boat fight does not need to be won. Mountebank never had really intention, but the Celebi didn't really hit that much with Thunder. So just give us an PP up. So the item not really relevant, but yeah, access to Olivine is the important part here. Strength check, only moons to one. Meanwhile, this has made the way over to Lavandia. Probably going to check the 2 items on Route 12 that we didn't see from Mountebank. Also doing shopping here, being able to buy max repulse as Mountebank did a bit of shopping in Olivine, buying super repulse. We do have the red there on the good draw. Check in Olivine. But potentially just do a quick fly over to Violet, turn that in if you wanted to, but Mountebank seems not that interested right now. Let's head on over to Echo Team. Route 12 had some money and TM, but nothing important. And just now heading over to Olivine, towards Pavilion, probably checking out the Pokemon Fan Club and maybe taking a boat. you. Has not yet looked for a main switch, so might not head in over there. Okay. And Mountebank on towards Burn Tower will give us the chance to hear what the aromas are. Switching over to the Scyther, teaching it Fly. This is a step move, physical move, so will do for now. And also teaching Waterfall. The Scyther special is better than Hitmon chance at least. Not by much, but it's better. But it is better, so Waterfall can do stuff. Mountebank on towards the Rabbit Sweet Light. Meanwhile, the Celadon Mart going to check out the DMs. Fire Blast, Blizzard, Thunder. Yes. So a counter we already did see. We do have a high crit move in there, which could be. We have 2 high crit moves in there, which could be Air Blast and either Swift or Feint Attack. Crab Hammer and Cross Chop as DMs. Cross Chop is nice. What's Swift? And teaching the Cross Chop to Granbull. Interesting decision considering that you potentially main switch, which is not very soon move. But it's the aromas. Sounded underwhelming. Mountebank going to try and gets an encounter. Polyworld, not the worst actually. Female unfortunate. Poliwrath is more of a strong attacker. Oh, we have a Venusaur on Cycling Road apparently, and looks like this is going to switch to it. Teaching at Fire Blast, it has, or the Venusaur has Earthquake and Bubble Beam. And we have a Dig TM outside of Mount Mortar, so we do not really have to worry about X attacks. Escape rope. Sorry. It was the plain badge. And yeah, now that Snowball mentioned it, of course we can just evolve it to Politoed, which would only require 1 level. It has a higher special attack. And it's a decent Pokemon to use. We do have Waterfall Step, potentially. Yeah, and Thunder and Blizzard for coverage. Who wouldn't want to run that? But hey, we might just switch again because that's an expansion card on Route 43. And I imagine Mountebank is taking a peek at this knowledge. Because why run at level 40 if you have a chance at level 50? Finishing off the text on the cut up text on Lake of Rage, unlock the fly point for it. We can return later with stuff. Meanwhile, this did decide to go down all the way to Fuchsia. Probably giving us a pick on Route 15. As Mountebank does the pay badge check for another TM. And Mountebank immediately checking out Snorlax. That does give us access to West Kanto. We do have cut. Too familiar with that one. That's a Meganium. Okay, we probably going to switch to that. Politoed is nice and has Step Surf. Meganium is 10 levels higher. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. I took a look at the moveset. Fortunately, I missed it. I mean, Meganium is bulkier, but has less special attack, a bit more physical attack. And yeah, not having Step Surf would be a major downside. So yeah, actually, you could decide to run both. Apparently, has only Crunch as one attack move. We can give it some very strong TMs, but not the best. Looks like this did decide to try and take on Janine with that Venusaur. But the level 39 Oddish with Powder Snow playing no right now. And Granbull comes back in for a kill. And another Blastoise as the last Pokemon on Janine, and that does not look very great for this. As Mountebank is in Victory Road and did not put the Meganium in front for Repelling, so did get an encounter and has switched around now. That Flash and Squirt Bottle in Victory Road, the thing Mountebank went here. Oh, not really too great of use just now. Squirt Bottle, most notably unlocking Rock Smash in Logic, which we already have checked our relevant checks off. Except for that one that is actually on the Rock Smash guy itself. Yeah, and H5 not usable without Zephyr's badge, and we do not have either part of Surf, so Flash Chamber is still quite a bit away. Okay, Mountebank, go and do that. Route 26 and teaching Waterfall to the Polyball. Probably going with it for now. Teaching Thunder, which is not the worst move. Yes, it's inaccurate, but it has 10 PP, so it's better than Fire Blast and Blizzard at least. And using a rare candy to evolve it. Meanwhile, this decided to finally take on the trip. What about rejoining Mountebank in the North Canterbury? Run around. That is Spark Zapdos. That's kinda painful. Going to crunch it with Meganium. Because the Potato not having the best time in trying to take down the Zapdos. Here in front of Route 26 on that one Poke Trainer. And now flying over Cherry Grove, probably turning in the red scale from the Cherry Grove side. For a nugget. And Violet. Going to check the Pidgeotto and getting that Rock Smash guy check in. We do not have that much more checks open actually at this point for Mountebank. Still has the checks around Fuchsia, checks in Route 12, and the Nugget Hatchmaze to do, but otherwise there's only this Rock Smash guy and I believe Morty and Kimono Girls. So we do have to find progression somewhere. Okay, we also do have Erika and some Kanto leaders we can tackle. Sabrina not in logic yet, we are only on 6 badges. But we do have access to Surge, we do have access to Erika. Yeah, and Mountebank probably gonna go and try. Or gonna go and fight. Don't think Mountebank will have some much trouble. Right, also I don't think Mountebank checked the lighthouse. Or did he? I might already be forgetting about it. Okay. Vandio, our trader, thanks for that. It was does mention Mountebank did not check lighthouse. Okay, so yeah. That's 5 additional checks where progression could be. A lead with a Cyndaquil. Bank setting up, takes these. Oh, there are quite a few Meganiums out there. And that's stuns for that's annoying. Oh, and Mountebank using the heal, full heal to heal off the paralyzed and get him by a fire blast immediately. Unfortunate. Okay, Mountebank through Janine, not too much problem, and just some money. 2. Okay, Lighthouse starts with PM10, which was Thunder, I believe. Surf, then Lighthouse. Mountebank back to Saffron. Is that definitely in Suprema fight? No, that's all the way over to Lavendia road, of course. Mountebank wasn't there yet, and there's 2 items in logic. And just the nuggets. Finally. Mountebank going toward power play? Question mark without her? I have to admit I'm a bit confused what Mountebank is trying to achieve right now. Because the rock tunnel check, ooh, that is an exploding case he ran into in the trainer. Well, oh, I see. Go and the poke is in here next to rock tunnel. So for the case when we get Surf, Mountebank can faint back to that Pokemon Center and have a quicker way towards the planet. Or use teleport. Meanwhile, Sys did decide to take on Kimono Girls. Another check we haven't seen yet. Meanwhile, Mountebank does find the frog badge in Rock Tunnel, so it is locked behind Flash, which would mean we should find Zephyr badge somewhere soonish. We do have Flash already, or at least Mountebank has. Boston Victory Road. But yeah, there's a good chance that Sys will just head over towards the power plant with Zerg, because yeah, with the fog badge Northwell, and when Sys finds Zephyrbridge being able to use Flash, yeah, there won't be the need for the shenanigans Mountebank was setting up for. Although that might still come in handy for the machine bar tournament. And yeah, Mountebank now taking on the lighthouse, will be finding HMO3 very soon, and then Bank has quite a few more checks to do. And that was an item find on Kimono Girl, so they are not required. And okay, just picking the and the item finder check now. Okay, so this wasn't the burn power yet. But yeah, I think that does mean that this is intending to do Morty. Which, to be fair, could just be Zephyrbridge and thus required. But we'll see. Mountebank has found HMO3, so did I miss Mountebank talking to the Jasmine? Huh. Mountebank now also teaching stuff to Politoad. And Sus is also trying to go for Romas, also getting Roma encounter, and it's his Lugma. So, yeah. That's not gonna be a main switch, probably, but still trying to catch it. I mean, we did find the sunglasses, and oh, unfortunate that Slugma did not want it to be caught and just used Whirlwind. Get out. Mountebank unlocking the Timewood light point, and now towards Violet. Going to do the surf checks. And yes, this is taken on Morphe. Okay. Perfect. Nothing worthwhile. Taking out the Cherry Grove stuff. Check for an PM35. And maybe going to Union surf checks. Does look like it. Yeah, so the big thing that Surf has opened up is the rocket hideout, which in turn would allow us to fight Price and check the M36 check. So what was it what I counted? I believe 13 checks behind it, plus the check on the red Gyarados and the shiny. Which Rocket Hideout is slow, so many runners not really eager to do it that early. They can help it, but yeah, we do not have much else options that are more attractive right now. We do have 5 checks in Mount Mortar we can do. Itself now, and Mountebank probably going to do those. There's also the additional check on Route 42 with it. And yeah, not too many checks here either. Starting off with TM13. Was this has made it all the way to Morty. Now just 4 more Pokemon to defeat, and we will see what Morty does have today. And Mount Mortar check were useless. I mean, there's that revival herb that we got, which is okay, but yeah. You just find the max revive outside, that would have been way faster. Looks like Mountebank says, well, onwards towards the Rocket Hideout. Going to fight the shiny Graveler. That even shiny? It looks a bit more brownish, but yeah. Just turning in the red scale. And back to Olive White? Ah, okay. Probably just missed an input there. I wanted to go back to our critique. Yeah, it is now going over towards Lake of Rage. We'll be able to pick up that extension card finally, which will allow us to get West Kanto access, find Clash, Squirt Bottle. Yeah, still no Zephyr badge, so everything that Mountebank is doing, not in logic. Same badge here for Still, but no strength to go with it just yet. just the expansion card with this. So now able to do all because 2060 from Mountebank already. Okay. Rocket title check for Mountebank. First one, nothing. Second one is the basement key. Third one, again, nothing. So, meanwhile, this is now gone over to Wake Up the Snorlax. We'll see if this is going for the main switch there to the Meganium. Upgrading from the Venusaur would be probably not that bad at this point still. We can always buy a Thunder TM, this has Surf. We also know that there's a Cross-Chop TM. So you can string together a decent moveset if you want to. Of course, there's Crunch on Meganium. Thinking. Looks like we are checking stats. And probably saying, okay, yeah, well, good enough, will do. You should serve. Yeah. Probably taking Thunderer, yep. Surf, Thunder, and Crunch. Good enough. Will do. Mountebank so far not having too much luck with the Rocket hideout. Right, we also have Brock and Route 4. I totally forgot about those checks. Another max revive. Oh, interesting. This going for a potentially very, very interesting play here and taking Route 4 immediately and running into a Chansey without having a physical move. Ugh. Switching back out to the Venusaur that should have Earthquake still. Okay, just now taking one for round 6. What's the mid-game? Let's see how it will go. Oh! Grastoise versus Blastoise! Yeah, I don't think that crunch was intended. Ooh, it has Ice Wind. Ah, lovely kiss, now that these speeds fall hit. Another speedfall. Oh, this is unfortunate for us. Going to take a bit time because that Blastoise outspeeding with the lovely kiss will put it to sleep. Again, but gets through some forest. Cotton Spore. Oh, what this Meganium is getting. And then frozen. Ah, what? Frozen by powder snow. And another Cotton Spore. That Meganium is at minus 6 speed now. Oh, and there is the boulder badge on lands in the rocket hideout. So you have to go all the way today, or not getting away with anything. Yeah, no, so the big immediate use out of the rocket hideout is still missing. Basement here is fine, but not in logic with all card key, and that hasn't shown up anywhere yet. And Boulder Badge we will need to finish eventually, but Boulder Badge itself not opening up any more checks that we couldn't already do before. Success through Rival 6. Let's see if this Route 4 play did pay off. That is strength on price. Now there is that payoff of the rock title. Mountebank now able to fully complete Route 4 Ice Path and can then do Route 45 and Dark Cave Black Outside. Also now able to do Slowpoke Well and Waterstone Chamber. Neither of the mentioned checks can have the Zephyr badge, as all of this is locked behind Surf, which wasn't in the Rock Tunnel. And that's an Earth badge too on Route 44, so Morty making steady progress here. Big question is, will Mountebank remember to look out for the Zephyr badge in not Surf or Strength locations at some point? We did see Route 4 not required today, just a Hyper Potion. I like the decision from Sys here, going there early, trying to see if you can get a potentially big advantage very early on, but unfortunately did not pay off. Yes, is now going to take on a victory road. Oh! A secret potion found in Ice Path, and I hope Sif does realize that going back the way this came through the through this badge check won't be working, as this is still on only 7 badges, not 8, and won't be able to pass that guard. And yeah, apparently knowing. Flying back to Viridian and cycling back for Victory Road. But yeah, Ice Path. Not too much more. Checking out the Dark Cave. Yes, it does find Clash and Squirt over here. I wonder if you might go into the Brook soon. Oh, there's the card key. So I'm curious if Mountebank is now with card key and basement key just going to take on radio tower rockets and the basement, even if it's still not in logic, because all that's missing for logic is Zephyr badge. And yeah, we are still looking for 6 more badges aside from that one. So there's a good chance that the radio tower has something required. But going to check out Slowpoke Well first. And probably Waterstone Chamber. You not. We'll see. There's Marsh Badge in Slowpoke Well. Yeah, so Mountebank making steady progress here. Yeah, it does look like we will get the Waterstone Chamber. Unfortunately for Mountebank, there's no way for him to combine the Water Chamber or the Flash Chamber with it. As Flash cannot be in here. And we do not have found the Clear Bell yet, so no way to access the tower. Well, let's see. TM, an Elixir. Yeah. That Waterstone Chamber was good. Just did decide to get the E4 fly point. And this is going back for Fuchsia. Okay, apparently never was here. Meanwhile, Mountebank taken on the Mount Mortar strength checks. 4 more checks here. Still, neither of these checks can be Zephyr bad. But there's a machine part. So now there could be the point where this way over to Rock Tunnel from the Cerulean side can come into effect. Mountebank apparently just going there over there the normal way, not doing any shenanigans. So this does kinda make that way over to Rock Tunnel this way a bit questionable. Not that it has not costed Mountebank that much time. Still has a considerable lead just by doing the faster checks, being a bit more efficient. Yeah. That earlier switch to the robot certainly did help out a bit. Okay, Rock Smash on the expansion card check. Taking the opportunity to get him healed for the Politoad. This is going back for the score of the Ludo going to that Rock Smash by check-in. Meanwhile, Mountebank back to Route 12 to check the remaining item. Now going to do the first item check. Gets the Pokédex for it, yeah. Menuing Pokédex instantly checked because there's that fly is not on the topmost spot anymore. And did think about checking the quick check on the soft samples before going on Radio Tower, but that's fine. Try to do it. So yeah, Mountebank going to do a few fights. We won't be seeing any geotech for a few minutes. Was split by another Rock Smash. Going to do a flame badge check. But yeah, things are a bit interesting. There's still that Zephyr badge that is not yet found and has to be somewhere for logic. And looks like this does decide to do the sequence break in the Rock Tunnel, going in without Flash. We'll be finding Fog Badge there, so should be able to piece together what we already know for a bit. But does open up, or does get more checks to do. Still, big question is remain, where is that Zephyr badge? And at what point is Mountebank maybe looking for it more specifically, as it is blocking the Flash chamber? Their dog badge forces is now able to use Surf, can go over to the power plant immediately to get that hidden item check unlocked and the misty cutscene. And with this going over to check the power plant immediately, or talk to people in the power plant immediately, does not have the machine part, so won't get an item out of this talk specifically, but bracket mentioned. Gets the ability to check the hidden item in the instant. Oh, there's Mewtwo on Mountebank's screen. So Mountebank can immediately text Mewtwo and see if it's in a spot where it's reasonably usable. I don't think Mountebank is going to do that, but there's certainly the option. And I mean, when you find out Mewtwo is in Mount Silver, you know, maybe. Just maybe. Meanwhile, just finishing up Route 12. He has to go do Rocket Hideout now. Or has to go Rocket Hideout at some point. Will be going for mortar surf checks. As Mountebank has finished clearing out radio tower rockets, gets a sweet cent TM. But we are able to see new checks. I'm starting with an Ultra Ball. That was the gold berry that Mountebank didn't get. And the rainbow badge on the sunny day TM check. Okay, so yeah, getting closer to the end here. We are looking for 5 more badges, of which one is a bit more specifically located than the others. Begs the question though, is Mountebank able to remember that the level badge can only be in a very limited amount of spots? Just going back for the items in Burnt Tower. Or for the Rock Smash locked item there. Mountebank did show us that False Director did not have anything. So it's now going to go do the basement. Let's see what's deciding to do. Surf checks and Violet, probably the one in Cherry Grove. So pretty much doing what Mountebank did. Not going for the rocket hideout just yet. Which needs to be done at some point. With Boulder Badge being on land. Basement key being in there and the card key being on prize. And it was strength on prize and then card key was Dark. But yeah, that strength is required as Slowpoke well does have the marsh pad. So I'm not getting away with no strength. Also, we do need that card key, which leads to a badge, to the rainbow badge. This apparently on the way to do these soft sand girls. And has defeated level 4. Is going to do which is in the order 1, 2, 1, 3. Then grab the first 2 items. First check. The easy check over softs and cards wasn't anything. And lost item in the basement. But will restore. Master Ball, probably not having or going to see much use for that. Let's see. That is Whirlpool on the director, so maybe after all, we will get to see the Master Ball used after all. Mountebank does have Wall Island access now. And Claire access. Complete Drake then. So Mountebank now going to check that hidden item that he never did check on the Cerulean Gym. But doesn't need it anyway. And maybe doing the Nugget Head Maze. Which is an interesting decision, but that is one of the locations being on the Padlock check and the nugget at the end from the guy. Those 2 locations can have Zephyr Badge. Important, Misty cannot have Zephyr Badge. As again, Zephyr Badge does lock everything stuff related in this run, or in the seed. Which include Missy. But Mountebank currently not wanting to do Pearl Island 4 at this moment in time. Instead trying to hunt down the Zephyr Badge for now. Maybe find a clear bell along the way. And looks like this is finally going to take on the rocket hideout. And not too much happening right now as both runners are doing a few fights, although Mountebank is almost to the end already again here at the Nugget Head Maze. You can use that time currently where not too much is happening and leave the runners a follow if you didn't have yet. Be sure they would love to see your support. You would find the links in the chat. Okay, one more trainer for Mountebank to go, then we get another 2 checks that we can look at. So, locked item at Nugget Head Maze. This revive, not useful. And we just get a full restore for doing all of these fights, so we're setting that away. No need to fight an additional trainer for that full restore. Getting the Misty cutscene. I'm curious if Mountebank is actually going to fight Misty here right now. Or maybe delaying that, and yeah, looks like we are going to get an Erika check-in. Again, Erika, one of the checks where Zephyr Badge can be, so it probably is Mountebank's intention to hunt that one down. Zephyr Badge would unlock Dash Chamber, would unlock the Merkle Seed check, and bring Well Islands into logic, and everything else we actually did in this ROM that was Earth related. And yeah, if we find the clear bell in the meantime, then that would just give Mountebank 10 tower exits, which is not the worst. Also, if Rising Badge turns up, that does give access to waterfall block checks in Mount Mortar. So yeah. And of course the one Rising Badge check on Elm. Bullet wanted to learn big. No reason for it to learn it though. And Mountebank is taken on Erika. Oh, Murkrow has Aeroblast, Plasma Blow. So it's Pidgeot. This should be very doable. Has set up an special. Oh, that Miltank might. It does live on 1 and misses the Mega Kick. So the unfortunate thing here is that it gets sealed now. So Mountebank needs to do one more bird pack to take it down. And we have Zapper Badge located on Erika. Now teaching Flash, probably heading straight over for the Flash Chamber and the Miracle Gift. 5 very quick checks and then we'll see one more thing. Probably Whirl Islands next. Or maybe not, that is Rising Badge on the Miracle Seed. So now we have some more options. We can do Whirl Islands, we can full clear the rest of Mortar. We can do Claire. We can do E4, because why the heck not? Yeah, we can pretty much do anything at this point. We have all Johto badges, we have all HMs. The only thing we cannot do is Tin Tower. We are still missing Clear Bell. Yeah, 3 more badges to go for Mountebank, and we have not yet hit the 2-hour mark. Doing the Rising Badge check. Turns out to be nothing. And now going to do Tojo Fall. 3 items to check around here. Now with Whirlpool and Waterfall both usable. Can do all 3 checks here at once. First one outside Total Falls. Not useful. In Total Falls. As useful as the one outside. And now on to the Whirlpool block check. Meanwhile, this is finally able to take out the 3 electrodes. Then we'll be getting the boulder badge. And the Total Force checks were nothing. Looks like we are getting to see a Whirl Island. Well, Monta, you did not talk to Jasmine, so you cannot check the pharmacy check. But yeah, we are getting to see Whirl Island. So, biggest question here is Mountebank going to take the Lugia? He has no Silver Wing, so he can do the check, but at this point the Politoed is at level 51, so it would have to be really, really good Pokemon as the Lugia Mountebank concentrates with him at this point. I mean, it cannot really hurt to have the level 60 as a backup if there should be problems on red. And we do have the Master Ball, so we do not really have to worry about catching. And Wall Island so far pretty empty. One more check remaining. And that you nothing, and Mountebank not interested in taking over Lugia is now going to turn in the secret potion and is probably going to chuck the entirety of Silent Water. Oh, interesting, we do have a self-destruct and a Parish Song PM, so we can do interesting strats on red if we want to. This is taken on, is gone over to the Slowpoke. Well, we'll find the Marsh Badge. And Mount is going to fight that one. This does the optional. Unfortunately, was trying to do the correct movement, but was slightly off. Not too bad though, only one Pokemon. More annoying than everything else. So, and Jasmine has the Clear Bell for us, and the Thunder Badge. This was absolutely hard required, and maybe it was actually a stroke of genius when Mountebank didn't talk to Jasmine, just so he had an even bigger reason to go back up the lighthouse. But not going for Tin Tower just yet. Going to do back of Mount Mortar first. 9 items remaining in here, but no fights required, so better than Tin Tower, which with the whole chamber lock behind it does have more items, but it requires fights and it's also pretty long. Just taken the way over Rice Path. We'll find the Earth Patch here. will eventually be able to find the card key over in the dark cave. Yeah. So it's pretty much trailing the path that Mountebank has taken. So the time difference pretty much showing how strong of a runner Mountebank actually is. Mountebank did take a few skips. This was very thorough during the first part of Kanto. But that in combination with that slightly earlier switch to a Roma polyworld pretty much gave Mountebank this very big lead to our current season. But this race is not over until Mountebank has beaten all of Red's Pokemon. We are still looking for 2 more badges, and they could be hidden very, very bad. And if Sis does make the right decisions, there's a chance. Meanwhile, Mountebank, nothing found in Mount Mortar, is going to go for Tin Tower now. What does he need to do here? Go to Erika, get the level badge, which will give the Rising badge on the Mercury gift. Then turn into Secret Potion that just found an Ice Bell. Get the Thunder badge and the Clear Bell. And I'm currently not exactly remembering where the badge was. Oh, just having light struggles in the dark cave. Yeah, one high. The Mountebank already done with this 3. And we have our targeting here as the big one. As this does find the card key now. Alright, that one has to be done too, because the Rainbow Badge was on the Sunny Day TM check. So yeah, there is quite a chunk of things that still has to do to get to where Mountebank already is. And so now gets the Rainbow Wing for season round 46. Believe Swift did know about it. Reset it away as it was not in logic. Wasn't helping at that point. So I got misremembering how far Swift did go through. Okay. Well, there was the mystery egg at least in 10 Tower, so not being able to reset that away. The mystery egg did have some badges in this tournament already, so yeah. Why not 5 more soul badges or 5 more volcano badges? Rare candy. Probably the best of the non-progression items to find. But yeah, so far 10 Tower not having much. And it is quite a big time sink, so if nothing of this is required, and this is going to give it entirely, that could make a difference, but that won't be happening because there's the volcano badge. Mountebank is just one more badge away from go mode. And you can add 10 Tower to the list that Sys still has to do. And well, that is go mode. Last batch and soul batch also being near the top of 10 Tower. Quick check in the Pokédex if every Pokemon is still there, and then flying over to Viridian City, going all the way down. Talk to Professor Oak. Get access to Mount Silver and fight Red. Yeah. Going a bit shopping still. Mountebank should pretty much be set on X items. Buying a few revives, a few hyper potions, a few full heals, a few X defense, and unlearning Waterfall. So being able to have an additional move for coverage in the Polydode. We do have Fire Blast, a Blizzard TM still that we can teach. Let's see what Mountebank is going to do. Oh, going for Sing also works. Oh, there's the Blizzard TM, teaching that over Drillback. So if we Lissy, this could be the worst, but shouldn't be not too much trouble anyway. Let's see if this red lead can earth Polito. Only getting to level 56, so there could be some bad things happening if there's a really strong red lead, but This should be fine, usually. This is just finished out the radio tower rockets. Mr. Mime could be not that good, but it does use weakest, so 1 free turn of attack ready. Yeah, and low kick, even if it's a crit from Mr. Mime, will not be putting it to speed. That doesn't annoy you. This is pretty much pulling out the full restores. No problem. Going for 1 additional XP. I'm not sure if Mountebank did become an X accuracy. Would be nice for Blizzard and Thunder. Probably has, but I missed it. Just make use of Sing. Because this Umbreon is going to live pretty much anything. We'll go down to 2 stars here though. Electabuzz should be perfectable. Crobat, you have choices on. Relegator, you have Thunder for. And 1 more Pokemon to go. That's a Tyranitar, that dies to her. Yeah, and that's it. GG to Mountebank. Finishing this race with an official time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 26. Just in time for us to hear the Pink Card on 3. Oh, yeah. Very well played from Mountebank here. Let's see if we can get Mountebank in here for an interview. But yeah, does move on to the bracket stage with an 2-0 score in the groups. No need for any tiebreaker shenanigans here in Group E.
Hello.
Yep. There we have the winner of this race, GG's Mountebank.
GG. Not too bad, Varam.
Yep, this was overall pretty nice for you. Not too much problems or struggles at all.
Yeah, getting the roamer first try was lucky.
Yeah.
But
and
that I didn't
do
do
right
after all.
Because point is while Sys did also go for the roam at one point, the one Sys got was the Slugma, which then also had Whirlwind, so
why would you even catch that?
Oh,
or I guess you had the black glasses.
Yeah.
It's mandatory. But like immediately after getting the roamer, I picked up the expansion card, and so I would have switched to level 50 anyway if I didn't have the Politoed.
And pretty much that is what did Sys eventually. Sys did run into an Venusaur on Cycling Road and switched to that earlier, so had a bit more luck than you in that regard. But,
what do you run early game? Did you just go with the Raikou?
No. Sis did switch to Granbull.
Randall. Was that a rock smash?
Nope.
No. Oh. Interesting.
Sis did actually try and go for the 10% on the rock smash encounters for a few minutes there, but did not have any luck. So
That's a waste
eventually
of-
moved on. Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Did not run with the Hitmonchan at all.
What was
Yeah.
this item that I missed like ages ago? It was a rare candy.
Yeah, so the slight difference in order there definitely mattered. You pretty much immediately went for the Rock Smash Pokemon, and yeah, that Hitmonchan. Although the moveset was, I would say, absolutely garbage.
Oh yes, it was absolute garbage. But you don't turn down a level 15.
Yeah. The big difference at that point, Sis did already do at least the Sprout Tower, I want to say, with the Grand Ball, so it at least was level 8, and by that time, after doing that, going over to the Rock Smash encounter, saying no to the Hitmonchan, because that Grand Ball had the Body Slam and Crab Hammer and Aurora Beam for coverage, so
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good Grand Bull. I wouldn't check for Rock Smash encounters after that. But I think, I don't know, maybe he wanted the escape rope before going in. Yeah, let's see what the Lugia was. Did you get the Lugia yet? Oh.
No.
Oh, I see. They came back. That's a pretty good main.
Need the stream still a bit for to catch up so we can see it in full beauty. But yeah, aside from that main difference, you also did go for a few skips. Did prefer a bit quicker checks, not that many out of the way checks. For example, oh yeah, that's a nice fire chicken. So yeah, so when you went for North Johto pretty quickly after not getting a mine on Cycling Road, Sis did actually take that Venusaur a bit to places in Kanto, did pretty much everything except Erika and Surge and Sabrina at this point.
Yeah, that's a little early.
And yeah, when then gone over to North Johto and got the expansion card eventually, did go for an immediate Route 4 check. Not even do Brock's, but immediately went for Route 4 with the Meganium.
Interesting. Maybe they thought they were behind and wanted to do something that I would probably not do.
Yeah, and to be fair, at that point that could have still been Zephyr Badge.
Yeah.
And yeah, if so, that could have been maybe an advantage that could have flipped the race around a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
In the end, it didn't.
That was one of the places I was gonna check, like, sure. I don't know, my ordering was Nugget Hedge Maze, then Erika, then probably just not fill up, clean up Ekrutik, and then do Brock Route 4. That would have been the last one I checked for Zephyr.
Yeah. So you were at all points aware of where Zephyr Badge had to be eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get more information first before I did the Zephyr search, because for all I know, like, Strength might... If I pick up Strength and Surf, then I know that all of those places are excluded.
Yep.
And I don't want to start doing really expensive checks until I know I have to do them. And, like, picking up Strength and Surf was when I knew that there was pretty much nothing else that would be unlocked.
Absolutely fair. Yep. And it pretty much did play out that way, so yeah. Not much.
Arguably, I should have done Erika first, but I like the levels.
Yeah, understandable. So one question that now pops up in my mind again: when you went for Rock Tunnel from Cerulean and went into the Poké Center, what was the reasoning for that?
Oh, when I healed? You mean?
Nah, not especially the heal itself, but the entire decision about taking or going to Rock Tunnel not from Lavender, but from Cerulean.
When I get the machine part, or when I ever want to go to the power plant, it's faster to do it from Cerulean.
Okay.
That's really it. If you have pet, you should pretty much always do it from Cerulean. Because later on I'll have to visit power plant, and I might even have to visit power plant twice if I go there once without machine part and then a second time with. I don't want to have to go through Rock Tunnel every time.
Fair.
So it's just faster to do it that way. Yeah, I think the only reason that the glitchless run doesn't go through goes through Lavender instead of Cerulean is because of the spinner. But there's no spinners in Randomizer.
Don't think there's much else about the seed that needs to be talked about. I guess Morty was not needed at all.
Morty is a scam.
One of the checks that Sys did. You actually skipped both Morty and Kimono Birds, right?
Yep.
Entirely.
Did not need them.
Sys did both.
Where was Surf again? Oh yeah, Surf was just in the lighthouse. Did he not do Lighthouse?
He did, and even earlier than you did, but never went to Rock Tunnel that early. And, yeah.
Oh, he was looking for Zephyr Flash first, before he went to Rock Tunnel?
Not really, it's just you made up, or you got your lead from just playing better. The Roma switch definitely helped. The Venusaur was struggling a bit in the middle parts of the run. Not going as efficient to fights, but overall you just played very cleanly and did some skips, did more efficient checks, cleaner movement, cleaner in fights, and pretty much just played better and made the lead from that. So
I was a little worried because I wasted a lot of time switching from the Hitmonchan. I guess so did they. I shouldn't have checked Cycling Route at all. There's a lot of optimizations I could have done.
It's always in hindsight, you could have maybe done better, but you can never know if you run into a Roma that you can use. You never know that you get the expansion card as soon as you did, so you would be able to run the level 50 anyway. So taking a few peeks at the Cycling Road, don't think was a bad decision at all. And
Cycling Road has always let me down, just every time.
I mean, if you have a decent main to run and you don't need the Cycling Road main, sure, you can maybe think about skipping it and chance a bit more on the Roma, but you made it very clear very early on that you won't be running that Hitmonchan.
Was that around when I taught Cut?
Pretty much, yes. I mean, to be fair, when we saw that moveset in its entirety, I think pretty much everyone knew you're not going to run that Hitmonchan for a long time. You switch off at the first possible chance, but
honestly, if not for reversal, I probably would have just done Falconer's Gym and then blitz all the way to the National Park. Pick something else up. And then do everything else on the way back.
Was a potential for doing Kenya strats with the Storm Badge already found as the very second check of the ROM. So you would have had options at that point to switch, but it wasn't necessary.
We didn't have Fly at that point, but Fly showed up in a nice place.
Sure did. Yeah. So that means you are moving on to the bracket stage. Were you worried at any point, or did you kind of expect to go through your group?
I was definitely like pretty heavily favored, but it's item randomizer. You never know when E4 is going to have something.
Yeah. And
anyone can win this if you make the right choices and get lucky.
Definitely, but yeah, definitely wasn't going to happen today. That was just.
I was the one who was lucky.
Yep. Played very clean, and everything was just on your path. Not even having to worry about going to Claire, Tin Tower coming through.
Yeah, Claire was probably next after I finished checking Elm and Sandwood.
Okay.
I didn't check those. I wanted to do Tower before checking those because I was missing 2 badges, and each of those can really like only give 1.
Okay.
Even if one of them had a badge, I'd probably have to do the Tower anyway.
Yep. Also, that reminds me of another question. Not talking to Jasmine first time in Lighthouse. Stroke of genius?
Whoops.
Yeah, I think when you went then for Wall Islands and wanted to talk to the pharmacy guy and then went to the shopping, I think you realized that
yeah,
that probably
That's kind
wasn't
of why I did Lighthouse right away after that, even though there were better things to do. It's like,
and
oh man.
and it turned out to be the absolute god play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This still that shows there can still be mistakes even for someone that plays such a good clean ROM. And
Are you kidding? I make mistakes all the time.
well,
At least I didn't hit an optional this round, so that's progress, I guess.
probably. And we did see just now. So, did catch the Moltres. Unfortunately, had the full party, so it went to the PC.
Oh. Well, yeah, probably switching to that.
Maybe.
They've got good TMs for it. Surf, Fire Blast, Thunder.
Too. Although the Meganium is not too bad. I'm not.
It's a Meganium.
I can't quite remember what this exactly taught to the Meganium. I think it's at least the Blizzard. So
I never ended up using Blizzard at all.
So it's not the most optimal set of TMs left for this, but the Thunder TM was buyable, so that one was always be teachable. And I think the Fire Blast was taught to the Venusaur, so.
Oh well. Probably a little bit difficult to switch to the Moltres, but still, I'd say it's probably worth it, even with just Surf and Thunder. But I guess you have to go back to Thunder. Maybe not worth it.
I actually think this still has that Thunder TM. I'm not sure though.
That's Metal Claw, Counter.
There was a cross-drop TM in Saladon, which would have been nice for the Hitmonchan at least, or any physical main, which went to the Grand Bowl.
I picked up Cross Chop somewhere else as well. Crap Hammer. Crap Hammer's useless. It's worse than even Waterfall, much less Surf. Yeah, physical mains just aren't good, I think.
It always depends. Special mains are definitely easier to use, I'd say. Physical mains have more restriction to them. You'd need a better moveset, and you're not as liberal, but they can work. So
Yeah, they can work, but you usually need moves like Earthquake. Really hard to find powerful physical moves. Make them work.
It often
Or normal
depends.
type.
It often depends on getting a stab move onto something.
Drill Peck
so-
could do it too.
Yeah.
Like even then, Stab Surf is just so OP. 95 power is like greater than any stab that a physical attacker will get. Pretty much. With the exception of like Double Edge Return.
But Drill Pack Dragonite, that's pretty nice to run. That's just you have to dodge the ice moves.
Oh yeah. Would not recommend getting hit by Blizzard.
I don't think I have anything else that I could be asking, so feel free to stay around, or if you want to do other stuff, you can go do that. Take a rest, get something to eat. I don't know, whatever.
Around lunchtime here. Curious what Steve had. So many things I skipped, so I like did half of, I never went back to. Probably gonna have lunch after this.
I mean, well, Sis is going to do the strength check here in Burn Tower. And still has to do Jasmine. Still has, yeah, that's pretty much it actually. Jasmine, then get Clear Bell and Thunder Badge from there, go to Dim Tower and get the remaining 2 badges. So not too much left actually. But there's still Mount Mortar the back, which can be done. So yeah, basically Sis did for the most part just follow your route with a few additional checks here and there. So yeah.
Expected. I think it was probably the obvious route most of the time. Just go to the places that have a lot of checks. And do all of those and you will find all the items.
Really the big difference where just that early Route 4 play. And,
yeah. One thing I'm worried about is that like Sis might try to, or I guess not. At this point he should know because I finished. Should know everything's easy.
Yeah.
He's not gonna take any chances and go for hard to find stuff.
One little upside that this here has actually is going to clear Mount Mortar and one sweep here, aside from the stealth checks. Never went in for the strength checks alone. Gets the machine for it.
He does not have Clear Bell yet, but
yeah.
Also
does not have Thunder Badge. It is just going back for that secret potion always feels so bad if you have been to the lighthouse. Even if it's not that bad actually, probably, but it always feels bad.
It does. Honestly, I wouldn't have done Lighthouse that early if I didn't forget talking to Jasmine the first time.
Understandably. Although there's not much else stuff you could have done. There's Chuck and Claire, which are longer but have more items.
Yeah. I would have done Chuck fairly soon after. And then probably Claire.
I can see this maybe going for, at least for Chuck, probably not for Claire. Because Chuck is still okay-ish time-wise, or at least feels somewhat fast, even if it's a few fights. For 3 items, it's a decent amount of time. Claire is just very slow, and I expect this can pretty much read out of your finish time that Claire won't be required.
True.
Buying a few more max repouts.
Oh, didn't buy super repels. Max repels are expensive. Oh, you never sold the PPFs? Interesting.
Yeah, Sis did shopping here in here at this very mart at the first time too. Did check the Route 12 items earlier when in the first time in Kanto. Did go all the way down to Route 15, all that stuff that you didn't do immediately. So yeah, that was the huge time difference in going to Kanto already. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's the Pokedex. Enjoy.
Yeah. And of course you got it in immediately checking it out because Fly's not there anymore. It's one down.
Alright, we have the lost item. I never checked that.
Maybe
Totally forgot I had
Sabrina?
that.
Yeah, Sabrina's a pretty quick fight, especially when you have early access to the Snorlax, so I can see that.
Not switching. SpeedGaming all the way, huh?
I mean, at this point, the race is over, so you could switch, but you don't really have to be as fast as you can. And, well, Meganium is okay enough.
Yeah. It's runnable. It's not exciting. Does he have a move? Oh, he does have a move.
Okay, while we are waiting here for some more progress courses, I want to do a quick mention of the remaining matches of the group stage happening. There's one more that is happening today in about 1 hour and 15 minutes, I think. Yeah, that should be right. Over on the main SpeedGaming channel, there will be Glacial versus Strifestarter. Yeah, there is currently another race going on in Snorms versus Pokemon Fan 1937 over on SpeedGaming 2. That should be nearing its end stages. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe not everyone has as nice as a seat as we did see here. So yeah, there are those two races still happening today, and there will be one more for the group stages at Tuesday, very early at 8 AM EDT. So yeah. Those are the remaining one-on-ones in the group stages. There are a few tiebreakers that still have to happen, but they will not be restreamed in this form on SpeedGaming channels, if I did understand that correctly. But yeah, looks like this is on the way over to fight Jasmine. So we'll be getting the Clear Bell and the Thunder Badge, and that will enable the access to Tin Tower.
Should be a nice quick finish from there. So that's where the last few badges are.
Still have to go all the way to the top, and even do that little loop around on that 5th floor.
Do both loops.
Yeah, not the fastest it could have been, but still pretty fast in comparison to what else you have left.
Should be a nice finish in like 10 to 15 minutes at most. Depending on how much red trolls.
Well, depends on what other moves that Elite had. I mean, you never had any problems. The low kick wasn't doing any damage on that Mr. Mine, and it didn't really seem eager to use anything else.
For all I know, though, it could have easily had Blizzard or Flamethrower.
Ah, maybe.
It won't use those against a water type, but against a grass type? That sounds terrifying.
It could be. And also there was that Umbreon that pretty much lifts anything you throw at it, but you had Sing for it.
Yep.
Not make it even have a chance.
It had a chance. There was a 1 in 8 chance it could have woken up on the second turn.
Yeah. I mean, what's the probability of that happening? 100%, because that's enemy mons, but didn't happen, so probably very lucky there.
It has so many checks with the new tournament settings. So you have the extra 4 checks from Ho-Oh Chamber that you don't have to do E4 anymore.
Nope.
Pretty much always have to do it as soon as you get access.
Probably. I mean, if you can, there are 2 level 40s that you have access to, so for potential backups, it's definitely always nice to take a look, and it's like over 10 items when you count the whole chamber.
That's true, but in order to get to the level 40s, you have to get past a bunch of like pretty high level Pokemon.
Yeah,
32 or so.
Yeah, it's not for main switching in general always. It's more to have a backup, maybe in somewhat or a Pokemon that can maybe live one attack and get a flash off on the red lead or something like that. No, have just something in the back pocket maybe. And there are times where you have a main that can somehow get past the elders because you run it from very early on and it's decently leveled, but you don't want to run it all the way to the end. Then you have 2 chances to switch away. Yeah. Sometimes there are some decent Pokemon here.
That's true. Sometimes you do just have to rush early tin, like a level 25 or so, and it can be very nice to switch to a level 40 after getting through the gauntlet.
And especially if you know that the Suicune is very strong, you kinda can force your way through the elders if you really want to. If you defeat one, the one stays defeated, so you do not have to. Even if you wipe, you do not have to fight all 3 again.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually a nice way to get there if you really have to. I know I did it at least once with a Piloswine that had Earthquake and Ice Beam. But yeah, running that all the way to the end can be a bit scary.
Very powerful though, as long as you don't die.
Yeah, but it did die a few times because there was there was something like I think a Raikou which had something like Surf or such.
Yeah, basically any special move will kill you.
And I knew that there was something that had Step Surf waiting as a Suicune, so can't quite remember. But yeah, that is the kind of points where you definitely can consider trying to go for that switch. So this almost has made it to the volcano badge.
The second save that will not be used.
Yep. Just the soul badge remaining. That is a little bit higher up the tower. Or technically, is it on the same floor?
I'm not sure. The warps are a little confusing. What's high and what's not.
I have to remember which item it was. I think
it was the second to last item.
That should be the 9th floor. So actually, yeah, that's the floor higher. So for Bingo, this is actually the floor where you can catch the Pokemon on the 9th floor, even if you didn't went all the way up. But you couldn't catch it on the floor where the volcano badge was.
Well, you can catch it where the volcano badge was. It's perfectly allowed. It's the 9th floor.
Oh, 2? Oh yeah, those walls.
Or rather, the place before where the volcano badge was.
Yeah.
It won't the warps.
The warps are a bit. They send you all over the place. They're in that part, but I think, yeah, the volcano badge itself is on the 8th floor. It's one of the 3 floor items, I think.
Celadon shopping for X items.
Yeah, you did your shopping very early. Sis did not really do that.
Yeah, it's faster to do it in Goldenrod because the X items are on the 5th floor here. They're on the 3rd floor in Goldenrod. Oh,
I think that's
he's not going for it. He's going for... Oh, I see. He's going for drugs.
Yeah, I mean, you have the money.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Just a little bit of everything. Yeah, usually, like, on my first, I try to get a ton of X specials on my first pass in Goldenrod, even if I'm running a physical Pokemon. Because it's really easy to buy X attacks in Violet or Blackthorn, but you can't get X specials outside of the department stores.
That is actually a very good thing to think about. Yeah, makes sense. Maybe I'll try to remember that.
Yeah, the downside is that you don't have much money the first time you get to Goldenrod.
Yeah, that's always the big point. But the X specials are also cheaper than X attacks, so it's definitely easier on your money this way. And yeah, biggest point of focus should always be your money on early on and having enough repels and escape ropes if you do not have dig. Oh yeah. So,
running out of repels in Ekritique, or even worse in Mahogany, is just brutal.
yeah. It's not so bad when you have fly, but when you don't, yeah, that can be really painful. I know I did a few save reset in Ice Path once to save steps on my repels.
I know the feeling. Thankfully, Ice Path's encounter rate isn't too bad. Sometimes, like, you have to go through Surf Mortar and you run out of repels, so
yeah,
it's just miserable.
I usually like to buy repels first and do not really worry about X items, and most of the time I'm going to check the TMs in Celadon and then buy X items there.
It's very wise. Once you run out of repels once, you're not going to let it happen again.
Nah. I mean, it's not like you have to buy 71 max repels, which we have seen already once here. That's maybe a bit overkill, but yeah. Prioritizing repels is definitely a good choice.
You usually only need like 25 max repels or so. Maybe like 40 if you don't have any repels. 25 max repels combined with like whatever repels you have left is usually enough for me. Alright, it's time to see what the lead has for Meganium.
Oh.
And it's
apparently nothing. Yeah, it had Sweet Kiss to use, it has Spike Cannon, so yeah, I can see why it's trying to use Low Kick. Yeah, and apparently the fourth move is non-existent. And especially with leftovers.
It does waste a lot of time, but it doesn't do anything. It's like cannon 5.
Dying repeatedly is definitely wasting more time than dealing with Spike Cannon.
Very, very true.
Setting max defend just for good measures.
Sure, if he remembers that he's confused.
Should not be too terrible in theory, as I don't think
this is actually really bad. He's confused going into a Pokemon that's about to use a powerful move on him.
Oh.
If you just actually falls away if he doesn't hit through it.
Yeah. But if you just hit through it, or
just hit.
just hit through it, and it's as easy as that.
It should be good from here.
Yeah, Croatless, but just sets up, so yeah. Tyrant hard to finish. That is GG for sysasysa. Finishing with an official time of 2 hours, 57 minutes and 24 seconds.
GG.
See if we can get them in for an interview. Seems to be ready. And then we have our second place finisher at GG's.
GG.
GG.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm happy because I didn't make the same mistakes I made yesterday, and the complete time shows that. Like, I'm not 3 hours 45. I'm sub 3, which is good for me. And yeah, I didn't expect to win against Mounty, so it went just as expected, I guess.
There was not much where you could do anything against this Mountebank. Just went for the somewhat obvious route, had not much struggles. Did not find anything on cycling roads, but didn't look as long as you, and just went on to Kanto and immediately ran into the Roma once he went going for them. So
So what was he running when he first entered Kanto, and which Roma did he cut?
Mountebank was running with the Hitmonchan from the Rock Smash for the first part, which was terrible in moveset, but there was the reversal TM, which made it work somehow with the levels.
Yeah, I had the Hitmonchan, but I didn't think having special Hitmonchan would be better than a physical Grand Bull with stab head body slam. So I just stuck with that.
Yeah, the big difference between you two, Mountebank went immediately when he reached the Dark Cave for the Hitmonchan, so had nothing else. And, yeah, you had that Grand Ball already up to level 8, I believe, at that point when you went for Rock Smash. So
yeah, because I hit the optional bug catcher and he had a chansey.
Right, that was the thing. I knew there was something.
Yeah, but I didn't make as many mistakes as yesterday, but I did make some. For example, the Raikou had Rock Smash and I overwrote it with Fly. And I knew that Rainbow Wing was on the route north of New Bark. And if Clear Bell showed sooner, I would be screwed because I knew I could go to Tin early. But that was one thing, and the second thing, I didn't mark Marsh Badge, but when I picked up the last badge, I knew I picked it up at some point and checked the number of badges when saving, and I saw 16 and I just went.
Yeah,
so still some room for improvement.
Yeah, Marsh Badge was in Slowpoke well, so maybe you were just thinking about other things when you picked it up. Maybe thinking about Waterstone Chamber already and didn't pay fully attention.
Yeah. But I knew I picked it up, I just didn't mark it, so I didn't have to look for it for a long time at least.
So, yeah, this second loss now unfortunately means you are out of the tournament, if I have that bracket correct.
Yep.
Did you enjoy your races? Had you fun with the tournament so far? Or
yeah, I'm glad I got the chance to join. I signed up a bit late and actually got substituted in, So I'm glad I got the chance, and I have to get better if I want to be more serious next time.
To say, if you rewatch this race and compare what Mountebank did compared to what you did, there's definitely a good showcase of where you can still improve things or streamline things. Because
Yeah, definitely. The first thing I did yesterday after finishing was rewatch the whole race and see what I did wrong and just cringe the whole time, pretty much. But today I knew that Mountebank is very good, and if I just went for the obvious stuff, I wouldn't have that much of a chance if that was the clear path. So I went for some of the wall stuff, but didn't pay off in the end, and I struggled a bit when I entered Kanto. So that's where I lost a bit of a time. And when I found the fog badge in Rock Tunnel, I knew that Flash was somewhere before that because I skipped it and I knew it was one of the earlier badges, and I knew I had to return for it because I was out of logic for about an hour, I guess.
which you both did kind of. I mentioned earlier, but you pretty much ran the route. Mountebank also took a few extra checks on the side, especially the first time in Kanto where you already went down for Route 15, and that's the Route 12 checks already, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What made not too much of a difference, but
yeah, I knew I had a fly, so it wasn't that much of a time loss, even if I found something. So I was thinking that it's not gonna be that bad if I find something, and it won't take that much time. So I just went for it, and yeah.
It's not a bad play. I probably would have done the same if I didn't want to check Jodo. Just pick up the checks there and see if there was surf, so that I wouldn't have to go back to Lavender later.
And that play to Route 4, definitely, it could have been a very, very good play.
Yeah, because I had flashbacks from yesterday. What was there yesterday? Strength, I think?
You're right.
Yeah.
HM4 and Route 4.
Yeah.
If
I took about an hour to take it.
It could have definitely been something that could have gotten you back into the race a bit. But probably still would not have made all of the difference here, but it could definitely have been in play.
Yeah, as I always say, every check is a 50-50 chance. Either it's something you need or it's not. In this case, it was not.
You said it. You needed a play when you wanted to have a chance at winning. That was one of the plays you had to your option, and it unfortunately didn't pay off. That's how it goes sometimes. But
yeah, and when I saw that Mounty finished that sooner, I started metagaming and just went for the obvious checks because he finished so soon. So it was gonna be the golden path pretty much.
Yep. So. Yeah, one more thing that you maybe can remember is apparently it's a good strategy to not talk to Jasmine at the top of a lighthouse the first time you're there, because then Jasmine will have your progression when you return. At least that's what Mountebank did, so I guess that's how it works.
It was not intentional that I forgot to talk to Jasmine, but it actually worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but,
I mean, the first time you go there, you just enable the secret potion check, and I didn't even go to Cyanwood, so yeah.
I was so focused on just like picking up surf and seeing all the other stuff open up that I forgot to talk.
Yeah, so it could have been potentially very bad, but not today. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you have anything else left you want to say, that's your chance now.
Yeah, GG's and congrats, Mounty. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, GG's. Hope you join the next one and get better.
Yeah, I hope to.
With that, I think we can get to the end here. Thanks again to our runners, GG's again. Was a pleasure to commentate this. great seed. Not too many bad things happen. It's nice to see it a few times or once in a while, because usually the tournament is not as this nice. Definitely not. Yeah. Again, you can leave the runners a follow at their respective channels if you want to. I'm sure they would appreciate that. Of course, you can also follow the commentary and tracking crew here if you really want to and appreciate what we did for you to bring you this race. And if you want to catch more of this tournament, as mentioned earlier, there is still the race going on over at SpeedGaming 2. At least it should be, or they have a very, very fast seat. So if you want to catch the ending of that, hop over there pretty quick. And if that's not enough for you, there is that additional match in about an hour happening on the main SpeedGaming channel, Glacier versus TriStarter. So tune in there if you want to see more of Pokemon Quest Randomizer. That's it from us here for now. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah. See you next time.